Hello and welcome back to Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. So, I'm in this area. I joined the Warsworn. There are some quests of them throughout this area. So I'll probably comment on them when we get to them. Harvesting, yeah, nothing. Let's see. Whoa. Whoop. Nope. Come on then. There we go. Loot brownie. That is the first greater heal potion I've gotten. Oh, we're running low. So yeah, I actually did start over. I was building a rogue character, but then I thought, well, let me try a warrior type. Kind of the heavy armor and the heavy weapons are a bit too cool. But well, of course, not much further than I got with the rogue character. I noticed a faith weaver that lets you respec basically. So, oh well, I don't mind. I've gotten a. So I'm usually quite fond of customizing characters, but yeah, in this game, I think the character models look fine for the most part, but yeah, they look the best when they're kind of animated and in motion. And since your main character is kind of mute and doesn't really emote that much, they tend to look a bit silly. So, not that it matters much, but I just went with the kind of the standard default character, which still looks a bit off, but at least it's out of my hands. They made it this way. Luminitza.
Welcome. I am Luminitza.
Luminitza.
Is it for fate weaving that you have come to my lonely side of the lake?
Yeah, Garth. We met him. That's the first Fate Weaver we met when we left the Well of Souls.
So, you know that louse, do you? I've known him for quite some time now, before fate weaving was dreary business. Good old Agarth. He warned me what too much truth can do. I wish I'd listened closer.
Alright. Titan Hill.
Sadly, I have not been welcome across the lake for a long time. When I first arrived here, I gave fortunes to several villagers. The fates were not happy ones. Of course, until I drew their cards, I had no idea. They blamed me and cut off ties.
What about you?
Unlike most, I started when I was a mere slip of a girl. You see, my mother told fates, and I learned sitting on her knee.
So yeah, I think let's do the Faith Weaver option. Y button. Yeah, see, we can respec basically. Unbinding your destiny allows you to reset all of your current abilities, skills, destinies for a price. All points spent will be refunded to you so that you can redistribute them as you see fit. Yeah, take it this, as you can see, I have unbound my destiny 0 times, so I'm guessing it gets a little bit pricier each time, or maybe the price gets more and more as you level up. Not really sure. Faith weaving.
It's not witchcraft like the townsfolk believe. It's simply reading the threads of fate, and some people can't come to terms with it.
Alright.
So long.
Bye. I actually thought you had something for me, but I'm guessing it's in one of your shelves? Maybe upstairs? No, maybe in here. Oh no. No, this is not it. Maybe upstairs. Is this? Tales collection. Inspect. This lascivious text appears to have been read many times and by many different people, as evident by its worn cover and tattered pages. Youthful darlings of depravity. Chapter 4. The girl faithfully obeyed her mistress' instructions, and her Alfar master was so delighted that he hastened at once to impart this good news to his friend, who begged that, since he had been concerned in the bargain, he should also partake of the pleasure. This being agreed to, and the hour being come, the Alfar master went to bed, as he supposed, with the servant. But the mistress had taken her place, and received him, not as a wife, but as a bashful and frightened Almain maid. And she played her part so well that he never suspected anything. I cannot tell you which of the two felt the greatest satisfaction, he in the belief that he was cheating his wife, or she in the belief that she was cheating her husband. Yeah. So yeah, basically, back in the Abbey, in the first town you get to, there is a bookshelf that gives you a quest that asks you to find a bunch of raunchy books. This is part 4, I suppose. Let's see, where are we? Alright. Let's see, what do we have to do here? Meet Will Rending. Discover Camden's faith. This is also for a quest back in the town where we first started. The woman there lost her... we found a death notice of her husband, but she didn't believe it, so we need further proof that her husband is actually or isn't dead. Meet Will Rending. Not sure what that's about. Let's see. I'm on my first job as a war-sworn hireling. Before I report to patrol duty, I must find Will Rending in Didenhill. He is likely to be in the Healer's Cottage. Right, this is kind of the main war-sworn quest. May as well. So yeah, I also changed back to playing with the controller. Kind of, well, it's nice having the option to, you know, having different speeds to travel at, but not having mouse control for the camera is a shame. But then again, fighting seems to be a bit easier with the controller. So yeah, it's a bit of both. Talk to Meslow Tarek.
Just what do you think you're doing poking around this jail?
A jail?
Trust me, we've got enough troubles with the blood plague and all that. We don't go tossing people in there unless we've got to.
Blood plague?
The Boggarts caused it, sure. But what caused the Boggarts? That witch Luminitsa. That's what I think.
Oh, we just met her. She seems lovely.
The damned Fate Weaver. She lives right over there, on this cursed side of the lake.
I've noticed this before. Watch the back of his head. This is sometimes it moves while he talks, and it's a bit odd. Let's see. Let's talk about yourself here.
I'm the jailer. What do I look like?
I don't really know what jailers are supposed to look like.
It's always one thing or another. Boggarts, bandits, weather. But we're not frail people. We get through it.
No, he doesn't show the back of his head anymore. That's a shame. Are we allowed to go in? Well, we could unlock it, but it's one of those things. Uh, ouch. Yeah.
As the tree roots into the earth, the tendrils of thoughts twist to the soul. As the fire renews the field, the birthing labors produce the foal. As the mantis climbs to his mate, the heart outstretched to her fair hand. As the hunter kills its prey, beside this hill he crafts from sand.
So I'm still wearing one of the a part of the one of the starter well, kind of the DLC armor that's in the chest when you start the game. And this one is kind of based on the Mass Effect armor. It's even called Shepherd's armor, which is kind of odd because I don't really know the. Let's pick the lock. Let's see. Nope. Nope. This can go to junk. Let's take those. I don't really know the connection between this game, Reckoning, and the Mass Effect series. I don't think this is made by TH Runic. Well, they must have some connection.
Hill village, traveler.
Didenhill Militia.
If you ask me, that witch across the lakes had a hand in this plague.
Yeah, you really don't seem to like her, do you?
I have full faith in Hester to keep us safe.
I see.
Good day.
Good day. What's this? Old Holmes Millhouse. Let's have a look. Well, that is a mill. What do we have down here? Not sure what those little icons are about. Desk. Ah, I see. No. Let's see what's up here. Nah. Well, the thing is, though, even though we're a might-based character, I guess we could still be as morally loose as a finesse character. Although it doesn't really.
This here's Didenhill village, traveler.
It always feels more appropriate to kind of be a kleptomaniac while you're the healer's cottage. What's in? Let's hold off on that for a while. I'm actually more interested in Camden's faith.
Don't come too close. I got the blood plague. Not at all.
Oh, sorry. There simply isn't any more. It's gone.
Astrid Frisk. Let's.
I'm sorry, but I'm simply out of Plague Shield. There's nothing I can do for you or anyone else till I have it. Blasted blood plague.
What about the blood plague?
Normally, I'd say it's not as bad as it sounds. Doesn't kill most of the time, just weakens.
Only half the village has it now, and a bedridden village starves sooner or later.
Do you think Luminitsa is involved with this as well?
Well, she made no friends when she first settled here. Don't know which had less sense in their noggins, her or the crafter lot. And what I'd like to know is, why didn't she see it coming?
Right. What is Plague Shield for?
It treats the blood plague, which almost all of Didenhill's sick with just now.
Yeah.
Brother Fallon should have come with more. Can't think where he is.
I'll look for him.
Good, because the whole village needs that plague shield. Never mind what happened to that old oaf. I need the medicine. 3 parcels at least. Go up the road through Glendora Wood that leads to the mission. Bring the plague shield yourself if you must.
Plague Shield?
Only thing for treating the blood plague.
Right.
Few indeed have the skill to make it. I certainly can't, for all my years as a healer. Lumpkins, oafs, and busybodies. Except for the poor bedraggled sick ones here in my care. I suppose they all mean well. Only the airs coming out of these woods have addled their brains.
Where's the shield plague again?
Well, Brother Fallon should have it. But then he should have been here by now. Go up into Glendora Wood toward the mission. See what you can find. On with you.
Alright.
Get.
So yeah, the game has in the options there is the option to turn off quest markers, and I turned it off, and then I thought, well, the map still shows all the quest markers, and the minimap does as well, but what it actually does is remove quest markers from NPCs. So as you can see on the map, this NPC here has a quest for us, but yeah, if I turn it on, he actually has a kind of a MMO styled exclamation point on his above his head, and also certain items and whatnot might have arrows pointing at them.
Why, Miss Tharu, what is it you... Oh, hello. Did Thaddeus send you?
Kester Barclay, my apologies. I don't mean to be rude. This crisis has me a bit on edge.
Well, he's talking about the blood plague, but what is this crisis?
Blood plague. And the
Yeah.
boggarts that are spreading all over Glendara. Normally the things keep to themselves. Looks like some Jotun got into their lair, though. Forced the boggarts out.
Can you cure the plague?
I can't, but Astrid Frisk, our healer, can. That is, when she has the medicine to treat it. We've been running low. More should have arrived this morning. You can ask her about it if you're curious.
Maybe I can help.
You're either brave or a fool. But if you could kill the Jotun, perhaps the boggarts would leave us alone. All right. Travel north to the boggarts' lair in Coilsbane and clear out their cave.
What else can I do to help?
Driving the Jotun from Coilsbane would be the best thing you could do for us. Of course, Astrid Frisk could probably use some help as well.
Alright. Coilsbane Caverns.
Coilsbane is a boggart cave just north of town. Well, it used to be anyway. A while back, some Jotun started digging in the caves. They drove the boggarts out, and right into our town. Don't know what the Jotun were looking for, or if they've found it, and I don't care. I just want them gone.
What about the Jotun?
Lumbering brutes. Almost twice as tall as a man and just as wide. Why they came to Glendara is anyone's guess. They just showed up one day. We weren't going to stop them.
Let's see. Thaddeus? What's that?
That boy needs to rest. He's got the cough.
Hmm.
Won't listen to me or his own brother. Until later, then.
That's enough for now. Coilsbane Caverns over there. Brother Fallon, alright. Let's have a look at
Good evening.
what we can find out about Camden. get another question here.
Sick with this damn plague. The other night, 3 boggarts got into the village square.
They took your hand. Murdoch Hain.
The militia's store of potions has been used up. We lost our alchemist nearly a month ago. Now it's up to me to resupply reagents and brew the potions. Somehow.
What reagents do you need?
Our biggest problem is boggarts. And the best thing against them would be fire. So it's fire potions. Tinder twig and scarwood bark. They're out in Glendara Wood, but the wood's been far too dangerous for the likes of me.
Fire kills boggarts?
Makes sense, doesn't it? Wooden little things after all.
Yeah. I'll get those reagents.
You do seem the brave and heroic sort. Well, the village has a fun. Tinder twigs often in that cave-like pass south of the lake. And scarwood barks found by the ruins in northern Glendara Wood.
They keep giving you your character these close-ups where her face is absolutely emotionless. Potions?
Best thing against boggarts is flame. Old Oleander had a fine potion for that. I can manage a crude semblance thereof when I've the proper reagents.
Alright. Alchemist?
What? You mean Oleander's gone and got himself killed? Ah, poor sod. More genius than sense, I always said.
Oh, right. I ran into his body. And I also ran into someone who thought he was Oleander. But that was because he drank a potion that made him better at alchemy. Something like that. Kester Barkley, yeah, that's the
Dyden Hill's warden and war hero.
yeah.
I doubt any could have dealt better with the troubles we've had.
What do you need again?
Twig, which is easiest found in Ironhold Passage, and Scarwood Bark, which is found near the ruins in northern Glendara Wood.
Alright. I think I have some of that, don't I?
If you ask me, there's one clear cause of this plague, and it's sitting right across the lake.
That doesn't seem I have enough. Murdoch Hain can make simple fire potions, but the wood is too dangerous right now to gather the reagents. The village militia uses fire potions against buckets, which are vulnerable to flame. Do I have to talk to you about Camden?
This is the 3 lamps. Plague's put my own grey in the healer's care, but we're open nonetheless.
What about the inn?
Best cup of ale and cut of roast in all Dallentarth. And our rates are reasonable.
Grey?
He's sick, off at the healer's, poor duck. And while he is, I can make this inn presentable. And ain't it about time?
Blood
We
plague.
had our plague shield, and well, so far so good. But what to do when the plague shield runs out?
I guess you can get a room from her, but
Right then.
do you need one? Aha, well that's a spoiler. We already know that it is in fact Camden.
You're a brave soul coming to Dydenhill. This little village is faring pretty badly, and I would know. I was in the war.
Yeah, you look like
It's in
it.
your best interest to fill your pack and depart as soon as you're able. The blood plague works fast, very fast.
What about you?
You don't want to know about me. Besides, that name hardly means anything to me now. I came back different, a shadow of the boy from Goreheart.
Well, your wife is waiting for you.
You met Gisela? How? I sent that death notice. She should know that I'm dead. She cannot know that I survived. Call me a coward. Call me whatever you wish. I'm I'm not the same man she wed so long ago. I am broken. I cannot subject her to the nightmares, the wounds, the restlessness. I will spare her that torment.
Well, I kind of invested into persuasion, so here we go.
I don't know. I've endured much, but perhaps she has endured even more.
There it is,
Vigil
the back of
has
his
no
head.
doubt been as trying as my time on the battlefield. You're right. This reunion is one we both deserve. We have earned our happiness. How could I have ever considered anything else? Thank you, truly. Thank you.
Yeah, what about the death notice you sent her?
I paid a scholar to fashion a false death notice, the kind the army uses to inform the next of kin that a soldier has fallen in the line of duty. A courier left with it several days ago. All my hope for Gisella's future went with it.
What about the war?
I'd rather not talk about it if that's okay with you. I think about the war enough as it is, and I doubt these wolves will ever let me forget it.
Mel Sincere?
It was once an old Alfar outpost, nothing extraordinary, and it became the last line of defense, where we held back the Tuatha through long nights of fire. Nelson Shear is where I lost this hand, where I knew I'd never come home the same man that I left. It's pretty nasty, and I've seen my fair share of infections and ailments. We had plenty of them in the trenches and on the walls of Melson Shear.
Ah. Goodbye. Yeah, hold on. He just mentioned that he lost a hand, but he still has them. Yeah, and it's not a prosthetic hand or anything. Doesn't look like it. I was just about to mention that here is actually a guy that lost a hand. So yeah, well, I guess one of the two makes more money than the other, I suppose. But I'm kind of surprised that they released a DLC pack right after they released Re-Reckoning, and not spend the time to polish the base game up, because I've encountered quite a few of those little mistakes, really. Also, the thing is, because I tend to notice things because I've played through the intro a bunch of times now. Well, 3 times at least. But yeah, so that was a little mistake there. He's talking about how he lost his hand, but he still seems to have it. And here there's a villager that actually doesn't have a hand, so that I'm almost like, well, maybe they kind of made a mistake here with the wrong models. But then again, he does have his head bandaged. I've also noticed quite a few NPCs that when you talk to them, the characters always are misaligned, so they're not really talking to each other. They're just talking into a blank space rather than an actual person. And then your player character might be almost off screen or just standing. With her head turned the other way, not looking at the person she's talking to. And that has happened with multiple NPCs, and also with multiple characters that I've played on, so it wasn't a one-time thing. So yeah, seeing those kind of glaring mistakes, that kind of makes you wonder why they didn't choose to polish that stuff up. I also noticed a typo at one point, which I pointed out in one of the other episodes. It's probably still there. Let's have a look. It's one of the... is it this one or this one? Yeah, here it is. The Alpha Merchant Navy has a position for a willing and courageous individual. I should seek out their official contact. Yeah, they have a... I should seek out their official contact. They have a "the" in there that doesn't belong. Yeah, a lot of those little things.
of Loch Dyton. Such a lovely sight.
Get reagents for Murdoch. Crafting hall. Oh, I guess that this is where we can craft potions, can we? Oh, you he just moved. Right. Sagecraft. Can we make some? Yeah. There we go. Do we have anything that we can socket? Nope. Yeah. See? Shepherd. Shepherd Greaves. Add to junk. Thing is, the armor values are pretty low. The set bonuses are, well, maybe not even that great, really. Fabled armor of the legendary Shepherd, commander of the Warsworn after Belagar. Well, they took their liberties with Shepherd. Or just a militiaman. Do we have it? There we go. So yeah, we do have the bark. Oh. Villager. Oh! Oh my god.
Riseburg Arms and Armors, blacksmithing on premises.
What do you have? Those are pretty expensive. Do you have some... Yeah. I do need a good chest armor. 83. Well, there we go. Do we have anything to sell? Yeah, that can go. Greater bleeding no, I don't need that. Experience booster, well, should probably just take that. Seeker gem. That one can go. Fire damage, let's hold on to that. That one can go. That one can go. Alright. Risbergs?
The day I met Inga, she smoked me in the heart. With that hammer there. It's true. Left a bruise you wouldn't believe.
Blacksmithing.
Oh, it's Inga who's handy at the forge. She likes iron more than people. Iron. And me.
Craft hole.
By making the craft hall, Cora settled a land dispute, a trade argument, and made herself queen of the market.
One of my character's eyes seems to be off tilt. Or is wandering off to the to her right.
So
Yeah, as I said, I don't. It's not that the character models look bad. It's just that they don't. They look better in motion. Hang on, let's. There we go. Now we look proper. Although I don't know. The gauntlets might not match. We'll sell that shepherd's armor later on. So one thing that is a bit annoying is that I was just picking up all the books I could find, really, but Yeah, I found out that that actually the inventory system doesn't have weight. It just has a certain amount of items.
There's some hope.
But papers actually, or a book or papers actually count as an item, which is kind of a shame.
This here's Dyden Hill Village, traveler.
Then again, maybe it's a good idea so you don't run around with a lot of unnecessary stuff. Mr. Frisk.
Another, is it?
Will Rennick, I was supposed to report to you.
War-sworn work? Good. The gold's run low and my mother's not doing so well. To the Warden's bridge it is.
What do you have to say about the Warsworn?
It's an honor to be taken as hireling, and they do look after their own. Since Mother fell ill, I've had more work and pay than ever before. I'm more grateful than I can say.
What about your mother?
A plague troubles Dyden Hill. It's but a hindrance for the young and healthy. For her. For the older ones. Some get through it. Others don't.
Alright, what about the bridge?
Aye, the one smack in the heart of Lorca Rain. Go north of here, then east, then south along the road. It's seen its share of hardship, so I can serve in the militia and do what I can. All able bodies must serve in turn. Since Warsworn know how to fight, we're usually the first called. Farewell, Mother. I won't be long.
Yeah, that's a bit nitpicky, but it would be nice if I've noticed those before, characters just walking through a door and then just spawning out. It would be nice if there was a little animation to go with it.
It's the boggarts bring the blood plague.
Kind of what I think Skyrim had that, didn't they? Where they kind of lean, kind of grab at the doorknob. It's something at least. Well, let's look for Brother Fallon at first. Yep.
These damned boggarts. My father's got the cough.
Let's see. So we can actually jump into the water, and we can swim. I was playing a bit of New World, and you cannot, from what I've played so far, you cannot swim in that game. So that is one of those things I always try kind of check for. Can you swim? Yeah, sure. Something I used to do a lot as a kid, especially. This is because they used to do this a lot in the N64 days. Idle animations were kind of the thing back then, and for years I used to kind of just look at my look at characters to check if they had idle animations. Super Mario 64 and Zelda Ocarina of Time had some pretty fun idle animations. And they don't seem to be as common anymore.
Dara, I will never be your lover. Yet I will make a likeness of your loveliness.
Whoop.
Your sun-kissed face, your moonlit eyes. I found a crest of sand, from which I will give my love true form.
Wow. Are you all working together? Damn it. That is annoying. He doesn't seem to have any health left. There we go. What? I don't think Brother Fallon made it. At the junk. Prayer beads sanctified by contact with the holy relics of Saint Hadwin. Let's equip it since we're not wearing anything. To Brother Fallon. A small neat letter penned in a small neat hand. My dear Brother Fallon, I would never deny you the right to truth, but the fact remains I am not trusted as you are. Even though who we are and what we do is not so very different. Speaking of our work, there is troubling news from town. Boggarts are out in numbers, which of course means blood plague. If Astrid does not send for you in several days, you might make the trip yourself. The town will need the medicine. Every day there are more of them, right at our doors. Dominitsa. Ah, they're related. Okay. Let's take that. Plague shield. Well, there's one. Maybe we should have a chat with her? Oh, no, I guess not. I wonder if we can confront her about... Well, what's there to confront, really? Hey. Oh, he does have plague shield, it seems. Come on. No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do one of my grab attacks, but any more? We can switch to greater healing potions, I think. those to make healing potions. Let's see. Nope. Take all. That was the adrenaline talent that kicked in there, kind of a warrior skill, which is the first time I've seen it actually happen. Decaying Great Sword. It's worse than what I got. Nope, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Let's see. No. Use. There we go. Anything else that's no, not too bad. Let's check status. Right. Critical hit chance and damage. Where are you taking me? Ah, there it goes. Went straight home, didn't you? It was hammer time. There we go. Big shield. Thank you. I'll take that. Take that. Where are we? What's this? Right, just goes back, Kevin. Alright. Some more Plague Shield. What's this? Goldsbane Ruins. Scarwood Tree, Grim Onwick.
The water shaped with ease, the sand bent just as well. The plants gave way, the beasts have fled. Even stone must give way to my love, for Dara is grander than this lake I craft, this loch beside this hill. For her, a century's task seems effortless.
Destroy the Jotun. Jotun. Yeah, it's kind of the thing that with those are big. With my other character, I'd invested a bit in alchemy, which it's at least worth trying to gather all the plants. But with low alchemy, you probably shouldn't even be bothering with it. Yep. Hang on. There we go. Come on. Yep. Only 1 in 10. No, okay, there it goes. These guys might be tricky. Let's take that. Social grace, temporary, because that might be handy to have. What's this? Nope, yep. Let's try that for a bit. Only 2 left. Well, I can still switch to greater ones. Nope, it's worse. Don't need. Check that. It's worse. Yeah, it's probably a better idea to combine the hammer with, which is a very slow weapon, with a somewhat faster weapon. Although, kind of the handy difference between the greatsword and the hammer is that the greatsword does sweeping attacks, which hit more than one character. Well, let's see if we can take them. Ouch. Yeah, these guys don't flinch at all. Kinda have to make up my mind, either use my shield or... Ah! They automatically switch. Nothing? Gold. Okay. Compare. Huh. Should probably check the magic tree if there are if there is a healing spell. Is there actually? Let's see. So yeah, I have 25 points in might now. Just everything to might. Sorcery. Scepters. Staffs. No. Hang on. One of 6. Casting. Having on counters arcane secrets, you are able to power your abilities with far less mana. Tap a button to attack your target with a magical mark. Sphere's protection creates a magical barrier that checks. That is something. Chakram. Arcane weapon. Summon fear. Healing surge. Healing your wounds. 20 points though. Yeah. Chain lightning. Conservative casting. 20 points. Fiery explosion. So yeah, I guess it is possible to make. Well, yeah, I think it's even possible to make a might finesse sorcery character type all at once. But yeah, it looks like you can make a sort of a spell sword or maybe even a paladin type character. But you need to invest 20 points before you get a healing spell. What? And we are trapped. You might think I'm trapped in here with you. And that might be true. Come on. There we go, that's one. You're close. There you go. What? Ouch. Yeah. Nope. Don't need those. Nope. You don't have anything for me. Seven. Alright. Nope. Nope. Finesse. Nope. I haven't really found any way to store stuff, because that is a set item, so it's probably, it might be, well, if you were planning to kind of respec to finesse, it might be nice to have some to have a set on hand, but I haven't really found any kind of bank yet. There might be. I seem to remember, although I kind of feel like I've already played more of this game now than I did back when it originally released, but I seem to remember reaching a city of some sort, so maybe there is a bank. I see. Ruins. What's this? Coil's Bane Ruins. Nope, nope. Well, that's a shame, but those... Okay, those weapons don't have a... You don't need finesse to use them, I suppose. What? 8 out of 10. What's this? Nothing. Just pretty lights. So I'm actually wondering, or I was wondering, if they have any well, basically I'm wondering if they plan to make a sequel to this. Maybe that's why they re-released the game, to kind of test the waters, to see if there might be there might be enough interest for it. But I don't know if this... I think the original didn't sell too well. Is it just one at a time? No, they're coming both, it seems. That's a shame. Got lucky there. Don't run. Damn it, he's regenerating. Alright. Yeah, take your time. And that is all. No items. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, seems like you could house quite a lot of boggarts in here. Because yeah, seeing as how they invested quite a lot, you know, getting R.A. Salvatore on board to write the lore of this game. It seems that they invested quite a bit into it, maybe with the idea to make it a franchise rather than just one game. But so far, it's been just this, and it's been 10 years now. So, although since the last DLC, Faith Weaver, was released in 2021, I suppose if they're working on something, it's very possible that they haven't announced anything yet, and it could still be a while before they do, if they do.
You surprised me. What are you doing down here? I see my Jotun have failed at their orders, but did Padaxes send you? Lysander, perhaps? Tell me. Those fools have no idea what I'm capable of, which is obvious if you're all they sent to stop me.
I apologize, I'll leave you be. You're in my way. Well, I can't go back, since there was a cave-in. So you are in my way.
Surprised to find me here, as if you weren't sent here to stop me, my pursuit. But you're too late. Even now, my deathless servants rise from centuries of slumber. It is clear I cannot let you live, but answer me this, and I'll grant you a swift death. Which one sent you? Was it Padaxes or Lysander?
Well, I didn't invest in persuasion for nothing. They've allied together.
The Dominus of the Onyx Tower and the Magister of the Rose Court allied together? Impossible! I can't challenge the power of both my rivals. Not until I have amassed the full army promised in the scroll. This isn't over, mortal. I promise you.
Oh. Alright. Read Ancient Tome. Arcanide? The ancient inscriptions in this book seem to fade and crawl before your eyes. The only portions that remain clear and legible is the following. City, slumber, dark and still, until awakened to my will. Silver circle, emerald flame, what has slept shall rise again. A strange symbol seems to follow these words, but then, perhaps it is not a symbol at all. So Has this guy maybe been fabricating the blood plague, or are they not? Junk. Yeah, I don't need those. They might not be related. Oh, no, that might have been a chest up there, but I don't think there is. We have company. Nope, they're going away. You have a quest for me, sir.
My. Is Starcamp being visited by a goddess? Are they all as beautiful as you?
Oh, you.
Maybe I should slap on a habit and join the mission down the road. You're in Starcamp, home of the Traveller's Dove. Now, I don't suppose you came here by accident. Ask Dove. Ask to join our number.
I met someone from the Travelers before. They seem they kind of seem to be doing a lot of scheming and wandering about to find wealth. Basically, that's what they're after. Why should I join the Travelers?
Well, I've seen fist-sized rubies, living people made of vines, and I've even seen a Jotun cry. But this is a first. Why join? The Travelers are renowned rogues, thieves, and all-around good folk. If you live in the shadows, away from the law, we're for you. You want riches? We'll help you take them. You want fame? They'll sing songs of you forever. Want adventure? Look no further.
Yeah, I'm interested in joining.
I thought by the look of you that you might. I've a good feeling about you, but some feelings count less around here than they should. I'll send you to the camp's leader, Krilgarin. She'll get you on your way.
Thank you. Star Camp. Karen. Maga, Summit. What we have here? This is where we get the daggers. Nope, report to Warden Bridge. Alright. Yeah, let's go back and then tell them about the Jotun. Or the Jotun. Plague shield, yeah, might have. Let's go around, get the plague shield, and then report back. And that'll be a nice place to end this video, I think. Yeah, I should probably have taken a look at what we need to collect for that for Murdoch, I think it was called. Hunter's Pit. Let's take that. Let's leave that for now. Bandits. So yeah, at first I was kind of annoyed going back to mouse and keyboard that I wasn't able to jump, sprint and look around, use the camera to look around at the same time. But actually you can, because you can change in the options, you can change the settings to press instead of hold. Press the sprint and press instead of hold the sprint. Bear with me. Going to the Hunter's Pit some other time. go into reckoning mode again. So this might just be a thing of getting used to it, but I feel that with the controller it's easier to dodge and block. I was kind of having trouble. Sometimes it still feels that she just doesn't want to dodge when I need her to, but so yeah, it has better armor, but we lose physical damage and we lose 10 health. Don't know if it's worth to get the 20 armor for it. Let's not just yet. Frostweave shoes, those are, yes, sorcery items. Staff, nope. Yeah, this is core component, yeah, let's take that. Very easy, dispel chest. Well, let's dispel it then. There we go. Take that, take that. There we go. Easy. Well, no. Let's see. Prodigy. 20 mana. Close, but I don't use that much mana just yet. Yeah. All right. Average. Let's not. What's this? Brother Udo.
By Matharu, I am growing worried for Brother Felon. The day is come and gone, and he still has not returned.
Yes, I have some bad news. He was killed in the forest.
Killed? Oh dear. Well, he is with Matharu now. I hesitate to ask, but did you happen to take his prayer beads? Terrible if they were left to lie there with him.
I'm wearing them. I don't have time. Bye. Are these his prayer beads?
Why, yes, they are. And so he is dead then? Well, he has joined Matharu. You should know we have a tradition. Rather than bury prayer beads, they are passed on to some other believer. Tell me, do you adhere to Matharu's creed?
What is it? What is the creed?
to honor and uphold the forces of order and good. Our religious mission is to see chaos and suffering laid low beneath Mitharu's hammer.
Uh, you'll just take my word for it.
You have acted well and honorably thus far. It would be wrong of me to distrust you now.
I guess. No, but I support the creed.
Mitharu is not a jealous power. You are still a child of order if you do good. Keep the beads and do as I tell you. At each mission, Odwig's, Edric's, and our own, there is a special shrine to Mitharu. Go you and pray at each one, and the power of Mitharu will grant your beads great and greater strength.
I see. Saint Odwig's, that's the one back in Goreheart, I believe.
A much larger mission in Goreheart to the west. They are unmatched in venerable years of service. I like to think what we lack therein, we have in humility, in purity.
What about Brother Fallon?
We mourn our brother's loss, and yet in our sorrow we acknowledge that death is part of life's pattern.
Can you tell me about Goreheart?
A goodly sort of village, though it does not have the tranquility of Dyden Hill.
Yeah. What about the plague?
Yes, we have heard of the sad affliction that has struck Dyden Hill. Thus it is when nature strays from order.
Mitharu?
Why, the great god of order, who makes the seasons to turn, life to rise from the ground, and death return to it. We have devoted our lives to this service.
St. Edric's?
A lovely mission far to the south, in the depths of the Shee. It's been many years since I've been there, I'm afraid. The heart of the Feyland, some say. Fey magic is certainly at its thickest there.
Saint Hadwin?
It may not have the luminous pomp of St. Odwig's, but then St. Hadwin was a modest apostle of Mitharu. Our worship centers on our prayer beads and the practice of cutting and clarifying shards through sage crafting.
What do I do with these beads?
Pray
Well,
at the shrines of St. Edric's, St. Odwig's, and before this very mission. At each one you pray, the beads will be improved.
yeah.
Mitharu watch and guide you.
Thank you. So this is one of them. Oh, I guess not. Oh, it's this one. Let's see. Accessories. +5 damage versus Niskaru. What do you have in there? A merchant, sagecraft altar. Let's go inside. Craft gems. Yeah, I don't need that. Ansel.
Come for our sage crafting. I can help with that. Anything else, speak with Gamion or Udo.
Unbind gems. I see. What about Gamion?
We are kindred spirits. We see Mitharu in gems. We seek holiness in refining them.
In this lighting, our main character doesn't look quite as daft. Fallon? Well, yeah.
He's joined Mitharu now. Peace upon his soul.
That travelled fast. Udo?
The news of Fallon's passing will be hard on him, I am afraid.
Sage crafting, Saint Headwinds. Saint
We have
Headwinds?
quiet, order, and a sage-crafter's bench. What more could I desire?
Well, I can think of some things, but
What brings you to our humble mission? You have heard of our remarkable shards and gems, perhaps? Are you a follower of Mitharu, here to worship?
no, I do not follow. We don't have to.
You may yet see the truth and right of Mitharu's way. Until then, you are a welcome visitor.
What do you have? Chips. Sell junk. Yeah, maybe hold on to that for now. Might as well sell this. It's worth nothing, but it's taking up space. Yeah. I think I have the rest sorted out. That's the fire one. You can have that. That is stuff I need for... Sure. You can have that. Oh, hey. Armoire. Peasant shoes, farmer's trousers. Nondescript leather footwear not suitable for battle. Yeah. We sold the leather, though. We could have maybe shown that to. Doesn't matter. I still think I should probably go and speak to that Fate Weaver, since she was Fallon's sister. Or she is her sister. She is her she is his sister, but he is no longer alive. Bloodstone Deep. Yeah. Let's take a quick detour. What's this then? Return to Astrid Frisk. Right. Right, we have the Plague Shield. And we took care of the Jotun. But let's quickly take a little detour and talk to the Faith Weaver. Let's see if we can mention Fallon to her.
So Brother Fallon is dead?
Yep.
And I thought things were bad as they could get. This means Astrid will run out of plague shield sooner or later. I'm able to supply it. The village has not always been kind to me, but never mind that. This will be my olive branch.
Brother Fallon.
He was a good man and a friend. He was kind after the village shut their doors to me, and taught me much of what I know.
Oh, I see.
So long.
They weren't actually siblings. He just, well, he is a brother of the faith, right? Of the clergy. Thought they were brother and sister. I actually just now noticed that she actually has a had a ring in her eyebrow rather than a I thought it was a scar at first.
Brother Fallon dead on the road. Oh, what is this town coming to? At least you have the plague shield. It will last for a while yet, at any rate. Thank you. Thank you, and bless you so very, very much. If you have a need for healing, do come back. I'm
Lumnitsa.
just glad we worked that old nonsense and bother out. All that petty worrying.
Right, Brother Fallon.
Dear, that is an old stone. These days it's almost common to lose a friend. And I'll tell you, he was a dear one. He'll be sorely missed here and up at the mission. May Mithoro keep him. On with you. Get.
Alright.
The waters of Loch Dyden.
You're back. Glad to see you made it out of there alive. We felt the earth shake and you hadn't returned. But no matter. Our town is forever in your debt. Please, take this. It's not much, after all you've done, but we would like you to have it.
Yeah, well, that's enough for now.
Later then.
Let's level up. Let's see. Bribe costs 40% decreased by 40%. Decrease your chance to persuade others your way of thinking. What should we get? So I actually got an extra point in blacksmithing because I paid to get trained in it. So that's another option to increase something that you don't want to spend a point on. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep my persuasion up. Although alchemy might. There we go. I still could get this, turn this up, 50% demonstration. Yeah, I really just need to. There's nothing I'm really super interested in right now. Extra damage versus stunned enemies, but I don't really seem to have any abilities that really do a lot of stun. Not great, but I have to get something. New soldier. Plus 10 stun duration. Alright. Oh. There we go. Right. Well, I guess that's enough for now. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, it would be quite interesting to see what they. Although I haven't finished this one, so I'm not really sure where the story goes. I'm not really sure how expansive with an A, this world is in terms of lore and whatnot. But yeah, might be interesting to see if they were to do a sequel and what they would do with it. Because I don't think this. Yeah, well, I should probably. I don't know. I wanted to mention how I don't think that this is a one and done game. I think it's kind of open ended. there is room for more stories in this setting. I think. I don't think it ends with a. It has an. Yeah, it's not a one and done story. I think, but I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.